What's up guys, this video is brought to you by Swagbucks. Swagbucks allows you to watch videos, do surveys, or play video games to earn points which you can convert into money that you can put into gift cards. When you guys have enough points, you can put those points into Verizon Wireless, Amazon, eBay, Walmart, MC Theaters, Red Robin, and the list goes on guys. I would use it for Amazon since I buy a lot of Amazon stuff. Alright guys, so sign up using my custom link down in the pinned comments and enjoy your free $5. Alright guys, peace.
Yo, what's good guys, it's John Manalo, and I'm gonna be fully restoring this pair of unidentified Jordan 11's. I think this shoe has to be the worst pair I've ever had to fix up. There are these tiny gold fragments that were inside of the shoes. And honestly, I feel like these are supposed to be the DMP 11's. Looking at the patent leather, you can tell that it's incredibly butchered and needs to be redone, just like the last season of Game of Thrones. The mesh, the patent leather, and the icy soles are the things I'm most concerned about, since I don't know how I'm gonna exactly bring those back to life, but we are gonna do our best. Actually, you know what? I feel like the soles might be salvageable since the toe cap still looks pretty clear. See, all of these shoes that are in my videos, I find them at Lake Minnetonka, so if you guys want to restore your own shoes, go to this place. They have all of the rare shoes over there for you to fix up. So now we're just gonna further examine the shoes and see what the fuck. Damn guys, I damn near fell back in my seat right now. Man, I got Hopper and his gang just living in this pair of shoes right now, man. What the hell? Man, these shoes are dirty. Oh man, look at them crawl, guys. This is disgusting. Alright man, these guys gotta go. They really gotta go. Yo, once we get rid of the bugs, man, I still can't believe there's bugs in the shoes. Once we get rid of them, man, we're just gonna clean them up. And also guys, I've stopped using dish soap to clean my shoes because it will do more damage long term, like it'll dry out the material more. So what I'm cleaning with the shoes now is I'm using Rejuvenator. If you guys want to show me love guys, use a rep code Manalo, then I get paid for you guys using my code. So use my rep code Manalo and save money on your next purchase on Rejuvenator. Now they may look whiter now, but the stains will resurface again once the uppers dry. So why this happens is a process called wicking, where the dirt and grime way underneath the mesh material will resurface because of excess water and soap. Now what we're gonna need to do is to whiten the mesh again by using laundry detergent soap. But I'll get into that further down the video. Now you can see the true damage of the patent leather. Some of the patent leather has been severed, it's been severed. Now what I want to do is lay down a thick coat of black paint and put a high gloss finisher to mimic the patent leather look. Now I boiled a cup of water and let it cool down to 130 degrees Celsius because water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 100 degrees Celsius. And anything hotter than 100 degrees Fahrenheit will warp, shrink the uppers, which will permanently damage the shoes. So I just want the water hot enough to melt the glue that is on the shoe, so it's easier for me to pry the shoes apart. Now we are going to use a heat gun to remove the soles. I could just leave the soles on while I ice them, but I want to apply a fresh layer of glue when I re-glue the whole shoe so they won't separate in the future. Alright, now that all of the tree components are all separated, we are going to ice the soles now. And what I mean by ice guys, I mean deoxidizing the rubber soles. And you have to do this periodically if you want to maintain that icy look on your shoes. Only because it's maintenance. You can't just expect for it to be icy forever after one restoration. It's like brushing your teeth. If you stop brushing your teeth for a while, they will turn yellow, but if you maintain your teeth, it will become whiter. And here's an example of that because I try to take care of my teeth and they're as shiny as Chip Skylark. And shout out to my Bogey boys, man. Shoot them a follow. So we are going to be using a wire brush to deep clean the rubber sole to remove any impurities that still linger on the soles. So after one 24-hour session, this is how much clearer they got. And we're just going to keep repeating the same steps until they become ice blue. Also, if you guys are interested in purchasing this indoor setup for your own self, there's a link down in the description below for you guys to purchase your own machine to whiten your own shoes. So I'm actually going to use the same solution I've whitened the rubber soles to whiten the midsole, and it'll remove the stains and deep clean it and whiten it back to factory white. So I pulled out the midsole since I forgot to remove the factory glue that's still lingering on there. So I'm just going to use cotton balls and acetone to remove all of that old factory glue so our bond will be a lot stronger. So we're going to put them back in the ice box just to ensure any yellowing or dirt that's still on the midsole will be removed. Now this is a very important step. After you put on the solution, you're going to need to use a wire brush and dish soap to remove any crud and residue that's still left on the shoes. And I'm using dish soap for the midsole here because it will not damage the soles. So I've put the icy soles in the indoor setup for an additional 72 hours. And at this point I feel like we've maxed out the oxidation, so this will do. So after you clean off the solution, we are going to wipe them dry, and they came out pretty good. So what I'm planning on doing with the patent leather is I'm going to remove majority of the loose patent leather off of the shoes, and whatever's still holding strong, I'm going to keep it there. And I'm going to paint any of the missing patent leather black and put a high gloss finish onto the shoes. So just like the rubber soles, we are going to do multiple sessions in order to achieve the results that we want to whiten the upper material. You can see all of the wicking happening from those collected stains. It's normal, guys, don't worry about it. Just keep doing this until all of the embedded dirt is removed. And I'm gonna put them inside the light box because it will work the same way the icy soles were deoxidized. So the main component for whitening is UVB rays, which the machine provides. Now you're starting to see the mesh turn a lot wider, but more of the stains being more collected in a smaller area. So at this point, I am going to tape out the patent leather because I do want to preserve what patent leather I do have left, so it'll be less work for me to fill it in. And the reason why I'm taping it up is because since I'm using chemicals, it will damage the patent leather if it's not taken care of soon enough. It's just an extra precaution. I don't want anyone fucking up their patent leather. And this is my secret weapon, guys. The OxiClean Versatile powder form is the best solution in whitening your shoes. Now it's only gonna whiten fabric materials such as this Cordura mesh. It's not gonna whiten plastic or rubber. So if you have Flyknit, PrimeKnit, this will work. And you can literally see this working in front of you. I don't even have to put it in the machine just yet, and you can see it whitening the mesh right away. Now I'm gonna put it back in the machine to let it do its magic. Now because we've been brushing the uppers for a generous amount of time, there will be some fraying, so in order to fix this, we could use scissors or just remove it with a little flame from a candle. Now I want to decrease the ankle area to make it look as smooth as possible, so I'll be using steam to make it more malleable, and then I'll finish it off with an iron. Now you're not going to get the results right away, it will take a couple of sessions, so you're going to need to take breaks in between. I'm just going to let you guys know, if you guys do decrease your ankle or your toe box, they will come back if you decide to wear the shoes again, and you may not remove all of the creasing off of the shoes. So we are going to put in a light box and do at least 3 more sessions until it gets as white as it can. So I have this shoe cobbler around my area, and he does purses, boots, sneakers, belts. And I thought, you know what? Instead of just painting the patent leather, why don't I just replace the whole patent leather? So I asked him if he could do it for me. And thank goodness I had this pair laying around where I can just remove the patent leather off of the Bird 11. So these are from 2001, by the way. So right now I'm just trying to custom and retrofit to see if it'll work, and it looks pretty good, but unfortunately I do not have the skills yet to do this procedure, but I will be letting my boy do it for me. So we're exchanging services for this to be done because he quoted me $300, but I ended up asking him if he needed some shoes done professionally. Even though he's a cobbler, I know it's like low-key like a kick in the balls, but he knows that I'm better at gluing and better at painting, but I trust his stitch work, so that's why I offered my services to him. Now these shoes are very old, so that means the air units have popped, so I'm just gonna use a spare insole that I have laying around. I mean, it's better than nothing, you know what I mean? Alright guys, are you guys ready? I got the shoes back, and holy fucking A, man. I didn't even know he was gonna decrease the patent leather for me. I just thought he was gonna stitch it back on, but they look damn near, you know what, I'm not even gonna front like it's whatever. They look pretty damn good. So now I'm prepping the patent leather so I can bond the midsoles to the uppers. So what I'm doing is I'm just following the glue line and removing any debris, any glue, excess glue that have been left from the previous Bread 11's. And I'm just going to use a Dremel tool and finish it off with cotton balls and acetone. And the cotton balls and acetone are just to remove anything that I've missed, so it's like the last step. And of course, it's easier to remove the factory glue when you have heat present, so I'll be using a blow dryer to accelerate the process. So now that we've removed majority of the factory glue, we are going to be retrofitting the uppers to make sure that it stays flush onto the midsole. Now I know we've already prepped the midsole, but we've been handling the midsole too, so right before we glue, I want to remove any oils from our fingertips, any debris. So just to make sure that our bond will be really strong, I do like a final polish, if you will, with acetone on the midsole and on the uppers. You know, I found my re-glues to be stronger when I apply glue on the whole midsole first and then apply glue section by section on the uppers. And we are gonna let it cure for about 7 to 8 minutes. And after 7 to 8 minutes has been up, we are gonna use a heat gun to activate the glue again and then bond them together. So the way I'm gonna glue my 11's is I glue the back first and the toe cap second, and then I glue the sides last. And it's basically rinse, cycle, repeat, do the same steps throughout the whole shoe, and bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, bada bomb, you're done. So I'm putting 5 minutes because I will be putting thinner coats of glue because I do have less wiggle room to work on the shoes to reglue. I don't have the luxury of an open space like the toe cap right now or the heel. So a more thinner coat of glue on the sides will be more efficient in terms of letting the glue dry and cure and having a stronger bond. Now, after you try to reactivate the glue by heating it up, make sure you don't go over 130 degrees. So I went over 150 degrees and I let it cool down to 130 to make sure that it'll tack on perfectly. Now for the final piece de resistance, I have these Jumpman tabs to replace the cracked ones on the ankle. And I want to give a big shout out to J Psychologist for providing these exact 1-to-1 size tabs on these DMP 11's. All you gotta do is just airbrush a gold and they'll look good as new, guys, and it's more durable too. Alright man, the last thing I gotta do is just glue this sucker back on the ankle collar and it'll look brand spanking new. And this is pretty much it for the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give this video a like. It'll help me a lot. And let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, y'all. Let me know. I hope y'all take care and God bless. Yay!
This is a homage beat.